On this frigid Saturday morning, the last day of February, I would like to talk about Liverpool's second leg Champions League round of 16 fixture against Atletico Madrid, where at the Wanda Metropolitano in Madrid, Spain, they lost 1-0. And they find themselves in a similar situation like they were last season when they faced Barcelona in the semi-final and lost the first leg in Spain 3-0, then went to Anfield and miraculously turned the tie around by winning the match 4-0. So Liverpool and their fans, Klopp, everyone, they're currently inspired by that win and feel that this is no big mountain to climb at all. And they're going to do it. They think that they are going to do it. Like they say, listen, if you could do it against Barcelona, who's been winning La Liga year and year and year after year with Lionel Messi in the team, we can surely do it against Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, who has basically proven to be perennial flops in the Champions League year after year after year after year, while for Liverpool, they have made it to back-to-back finals in the 17-18 and the 18-19 final, where they won the competition for the sixth time in their history. Liverpool are confident that they're going to do this. They're definitely confident that they're going to do this. Currently top of the Premier League, basically champions elect already. Unbeaten in the league, 27 matches, if I'm right, 1 draw to Man United, and 26 wins. 26 wins. That's 79 points, if you do your math correctly. 79 points. Ridiculous. Team in second, Man City, 57 points. A team that did win in Madrid. Let me throw that in. Defeating Real Madrid 2-1 on the road. But that tie ain't over yet. I'm not going to sit here and act like this tie is over. I mean, that tie is over. Not because I'm in the driver's seat right now. I'm going to act like City are in the driver's seat. We could well be in the back seat. But right now, Liverpool are definitely in the back seat for this tie. Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid on the 11th of February 2020. It's gonna be a hell of a clash. It's gonna be a hell of a clash. And I won't be missing it for anything at all. That Wednesday, I'm gonna be home early. Well, not early, but regular time. Do my 8 hours at work. Go home to catch this one because it's gonna be a hell of a fixture. It's definitely gonna be a hell of a fixture because Liverpool has to they have to turn this one around. They simply have to turn this one around. They have no choice. They have no choice. It's not an option. It is simply not an option. You are the defending champions. You went to the final twice in a row. You are currently world champions, English champions. You aren't going to get knocked out by Atletico Madrid in the round of 16. No, that's not how it ends. That's not how your season in the Champions League ends. Surely can't be. Surely cannot be. And the players feel that way too. They feel that way. After a very scruffy loss against Atletico Madrid, the players feel aggrieved and feel like Atletico Madrid were play acting. They went over too easily and they were lucky basically. They got a lucky goal from a corner, very scrappy goal, and it won't be the same when they visit Anfield, which is a very, very intimidating stadium, very intimidating atmosphere, and the 12th man, the fans themselves, are going to get behind the team, rally, and have Atletico Madrid basically shaking in their boots. And that's how they're going to win the tie. They believe that they're going to turn things around. They believe that they're going to turn things around. And believe me, I checked the Instagram for all the Liverpool players who were on the field and on the bench, and with the exception of the guys who didn't play, I realized the guys who didn't play didn't really come out and say anything. I found that strange. Guys like Lovren and even Mane didn't say anything, but guys like, who else did not play? Adrian, he didn't say anything about it. Who else? Who else didn't feature? Well, let's just cut to the chase. The guys who didn't feature didn't say a word, but the guys like Henderson and Van Dijk and Wijnaldum, and these guys were vocal. Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, they were vocal. I don't think Alisson said anything, but these guys were vocal. These guys are pumped up for the second leg, and they believe that they're going to turn this thing around. Do you believe that Liverpool will turn this thing around? Do you believe? Do you have that belief within you? And I know a lot of you guys already commented and say, listen, we lost the first leg. It's only 1-0. We're going to turn this thing around. And they have all right to believe. You guys have all right to believe that, because Liverpool haven't lost at home in God knows when. But in the Champions League this season, they did draw to Napoli. A scoring draw too. They can't afford any draw whatsoever because they failed to pick up the away goal. They can't afford a draw. Liverpool must win the match by all means necessary. A 1-0 win to take it to extra time or penalties, or a 2-0 win to take it. A 2-1 isn't going to work. 3-1 will do, but a 2-1 won't work. It's either going to be 1-0 to penalties or 2-0 on to the last 8. Because you can't let Atletico Madrid score. You can't let them score. And they did create a lot of chances in the first leg. They did. Alisson came up with a few saves. Morata had chances but failed to take them. Liverpool, on the other hand, had 0 shots on target. They couldn't muster up a single shot on target, like it was a advert for Cheerios. Basically. Not a single shot on target. They have to change that in the second leg. They have to change it. And that was a weird one. That was a weird stat by Liverpool. They have to turn the tie around. They know if buts, maybes about it. I know you guys are going to say you're already winning the Premier League and you don't care about anything else. I know that's what you're going to say, and that might be an excuse if you do go on to lose a tie. But I don't want to hear no excuses right now. I'm behind the English teams. Even though I'm behind the English teams, I will definitely let you know who I think is going to go on to ultimately win the tie. Note, I might be behind the team, but I might not predict the team to win the tie. And that goes for the Tottenham, Leipzig, or the Chelsea, Bayern, the Man City, Real Madrid. That includes all those ties. So, I'm not only talking about the Liverpool Atleti tie, I'm talking about all the English teams. I'm behind the English teams. I want them to win. But if I have a feeling that they're going to lose, I'm going to just say it how it is. So, who do I think is going to win this tie? If you check Atleti's history, since Simeone took charge, they have been on the surge. Champions League final in 13-14. Then, in the final, they lost to Real Madrid. The following season, I think they made it to I think that was a quarterfinals, and they lost to Real Madrid again. It's either the quarters or the semis. I'm mixed up with 2 years here. But let's just cut to the chase. They lost to Real Madrid. The following season, they made it to the final again in the 15-16 season. they lost to Real Madrid again. And the season after that, they did make it far in the competition. I think that was a semi-final. And they lost to their hometown rival, Real Madrid, on all 4 occasions. Which is simply ridiculous. Which I'm finding it hard to understand. How? How did they manage to... It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Every time they have got far in the competition, they lost to Real Madrid. The year they failed to make it to the round of 16, which was the year Liverpool actually got to the final and lost to Real Madrid, they went on to win the Europa League. Let's not forget that one. But last season, they made it to the Champions League, round of 16, won the home leg very convincingly, 2-0. That was a whole situation where Diego Simeone had the cojones celebration, if I could recall. And they went away to Juventus and lost the away leg 3-0, and Ronaldo repaid him the favor. And it was Ronaldo who were their biggest adversaries, if you really think about it, because with his time at Real Madrid, it was Ronaldo who was one of the most influential players in the team, responsible for downing their neighbors. And now he goes to Juventus and do the same. So Atletico Madrid has been proven to be perennial flops. Whether I got all the information right or not, to sum it up, they have basically flopped. Winning the Europa League, come on, it's the Europa League. Let us not even debate that. It's the Europa League. So, it has been proven that Atletico Madrid, in crunch ties, are not so good on the road. They're not so good on the road. And this isn't the first time they have done that. Did well in the first leg and lost the second leg on the road. Not the first time at all. As for Klopp and Liverpool, they have a lot of stats working in their favor. Klopp has never lost a 2-legged Champions League affair. Never. He did go to 3 finals. It's ridiculous. 3 finals in about, this is his 5th season, I think. But he has already gone to 3 finals. A Europa League final where he lost to a Spanish team in Sevilla. He went to the Champions League final where he lost to a Spanish team in Real Madrid. And he went to another final where he won the Champions League to Tottenham. So, could Liverpool get past the Spanish opposition right now? Could they do it? Anfield. Could they do it at Anfield? I've been thinking about this. And I don't think I'm going to make the same mistake twice in a row. Initially for this tie, I predicted a Liverpool win. I did the same thing last season. Where I predicted a Liverpool win for the first leg against Barcelona. I predicted a win. And after the loss, I then predicted a Barcelona win because I'm like, they can't come back from 3-0 down. This season, I still predicted them to win, but they lost the first leg. Am I going to change my mind and say Atleti are going to take this? Guys, the answer is no. I'm still sticking with a Liverpool win. I think Liverpool are going to go to Anfield and they're going to kick Atletico Madrid's ass. That's what I think. That is what I think. These 2 Madrid teams, they're going to get knocked out this season in the round of 16 by City and by Liverpool. It's happening. And I don't want City and Liverpool to meet in the quarterfinal. Because who knows, they might be the only English teams left in the competitions. So, I want City and Liverpool to meet other teams. Like, yeah, see other people for now. And let's talk in the final. Let us talk in the final. Let us talk in the final. And that could happen if the likes of, let's say, Lyon does go on to defeat Juventus, like picking up an away draw. Napoli go on to defeat Barcelona. That could happen. It will be set up so nicely. The path to the finals would be like a straight line for both City and Liverpool if they do not meet each other before the final. Guys, we could have a hell of a season on our hands here. There's also Bayern Munich to think about too. We could have a hell of a season on our hands here. Could definitely do. We definitely do. Could Liverpool successfully defend their Champions League title? Yes, but they'd have to get past Atletico Madrid first. Could City win their first title? Yes. Gotta get past Real Madrid first and gotta wipe away anyone else that they meet on the way. But guys, that's my verdict. Liverpool to win the second leg at Anfield. I've made up my mind. I didn't want to be too fancy and go in the studio and sit down. I said, let me do it. Perfect setting for it. Dim light. Moving. Just, the perfect. I think this was just the perfect video for a match like this. The sequel, round 2. Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid at Anfield, Wednesday, February 11th. I'm going to go for Liverpool to win this one. And I know most of you guys will too. For those of you guys who predict an Atleti win, good luck. Good luck with that one. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. If you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. I drop videos all the time, almost every single day on various topics in football. Smash the thumbs up button. Guys, visit cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. All the links will be in the description box down below. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get yourself 20% off. So, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. I'll be back with more Champions League fire. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.